I compare them to the kind of things we do today. We have pictures of deceased loved ones around. We do certain things to honor the dead, and terafim are certainly part of that.
Advanced Apologetics asks, in the Old Testament, Raquel takes the household gods with her. Did this mean back then they view their homes as mini temples as well?
I don't think so, and I think that the terafim are different. I take the understanding of the terafim, that's what Rachel has with her, are ancestor images. That's one of several possible views, but I don't think that they were deity images. I think they're images of their forefathers and their ancestors.
So more like family photos or something like that.
Yeah, I compare them to what the kind of things we do today. We have pictures of deceased loved ones around. We do certain things to honor the dead, and terafim are certainly part of that.
But the author of that passage looks at what Rachel did with good eyes or bad eyes. It was a good thing or a bad thing to take the.
I think it was an undesirable thing. Terafim are usually viewed negatively. Sometimes it's a neutral feel to the terafim, but I think certainly see here we're getting into again, when do some of these laws written and why? Because you have some instances where terafim are viewed neutrally, where they're not setting up a cult system in their house. They're not setting up a new temple or anything like that. But they're still present. And because they're there to represent the dead, and the dead are in the netherworld, the realm of the dead, there's still a threat of divination. There's still a threat that you could cross this line of soliciting information or soliciting contact with the dead. And so terafim are typically viewed negative. I don't know of any passage where they're viewed positively. But again, there are some neutral references to them, and then others where it's clearly presented as a bad idea, as something that would be potentially, at least, a sacrilege.
I think there is a reference to them when a slave doesn't want to leave the
Yeah.
house of his master, and he's put before. Robert Alter translated as before the gods, but it could be translated as before the household god.
Yeah, you don't actually get the word terafim in that passage, but you do get Elohim plural. And so it's not present in the Deuteronomy part, the Deuteronomy description of the slave, ceremony if he wants to join his father's or his master's house. It's present in Exodus, but it's not present in Deuteronomy. So there we go. Why would it be eliminated in Deuteronomy? If Elohim there just means the God of Israel, there's no reason to eliminate it. If Elohim there means people, there's no reason to eliminate that. If it means, though, departed spirits of your ancestors, Elohim in that sense, like the terafim, well, then you could see in a Deuteronomy context, here we go again with the authorship of Deuteronomy, you're getting into a situation there where there's a threat of idolatry that you could see that the writer or editor of the text wanted to remove, so that people would not get the wrong idea and go off and have household deities and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because worship is supposed to be centralized, and we're not supposed to be contacting the dead. That's a Deuteronomy regulation, Deuteronomy 18. The circumstances would have been different, and Deuteronomy and the centralization idea has a lot to do with that.
So the word terafin is not there, but it may be a reference to them.
But the same idea, the similar idea is there.